I know it's been a minute. I feel like my last video was terrible, so even though I was trying to do something like I want to talk about Dolly a little differently than I did before, I felt like I just said the same shit over and over again. So, I think I'll probably still do let's talk about segments, but I just want to do a really, hopefully quick video. Let's see if Craig can do a quick video. And these are just some recent finds that I got. I haven't been getting a lot lately. I do have quite a few from Record Store Day that Shane picked up for me that he has sent, and I'll do a video later on those. He's going to be out here next week because we're going to go see OMD. Yes. So it'll be my fourth time seeing OMD Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark, but the first time seeing them with Shane. So he is currently on a fabulous Disney Caribbean cruise. So jealous because that bitch had a birthday yesterday. I'll keep his age to myself. So yeah, I'll just go through these real quick. And hopefully I still have some subscribers left. So of course, like and subscribe, leave me comments, and yeah. So apparently this is all the rage. I saw it, and I had heard a couple of their songs and I really liked them. And I've been to several record stores and different places and stuff since this has come out. I saw this once and I purchased it. So Wet Leg, they are a UK girl group, pop rock. Their big single is Chase Lounge, or Chase Long, on the Chase Long, on the Chase Long, all day long, on the Chase Long. I love them. This is so fabulous. The gold is actually embossed. So their debut album, and I think they're just spectacular. So if you haven't heard of Wet Leg, and apparently a lot of people are looking for this. So I just knew I heard of them. I liked the few songs that I had heard, and I thought, you know what, I'll just pick up the album. Like I said, I haven't seen it since I grabbed this copy. There was like some special at Walmart, so I picked up a few things. I did get the Carrie Underwood Greatest Hits Decade #1. This just has a lot of songs that are on albums that have not been issued on vinyl, and I adore Carrie Underwood. I don't care what you say. So, beautiful. I believe it's on silver vinyl. I believe it is. I remember this being better than it actually is. The 10 Things I Hate About You soundtrack, it's on green vinyl, also at Walmart. The first side is really, really bad. I love Letter to Cleo's cover of I Want You to Want Me. Save Ferris is on there. The second side is really good. I mean, you've got Joan Arbutrata, George Clinton, the Cardigans, Madness on the Wings of a Dove, which is one of my favorite Madness songs. Letters to Cleo cover Cruel to Be Kind. So just hold on. And I swore I had this before, and as I was going through my soundtracks, I realized I didn't, and I think it was like $6. So I now have the Footloose soundtrack, and it is on purple vinyl, and it's one of my favorite soundtracks. I love me some Shalimar's Dancing in the Sheets, though. And yeah. This just came out, and I saw it, and I love Miranda Lambert, and that's another one I'm not going to apologize for. I knew she had a new record coming out. I didn't know it was out yet, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll get it. Because hers disappear very quickly. But as I was looking at the track listing, I was like, what? Because there's this song called Music City Queen featuring. And it is a band that I never in my lifetime thought I'd see on a Miranda Lambert record. It's Music City Queen featuring the B-52s. Yeah, the B-52s are on Miranda Lambert's new album. It's actually pretty good. I think Cindy and Kate's voice, They go so well with Miranda's. They harmonize very well. The only thing, it's kind of cheesy because, you know, they'll say like lines, and then you've got Fred going, "Rawr, rawr, rawr," and it's kind of this very like kind of this mellow kind of, I don't know, jazzy country, whatever you want to call it. Just kind of very mellow, kind of just chill, chill, chill. And they're like sounding so beautiful, Miranda and the girls. And then you've got, you know, like Dolly, Fred just doing his normal Fred thing, which it's not horrible, but at moments it feels like it doesn't belong in this song. Like I think like they probably just felt like they had to have Fred. You know, Fred had to do something in it. Otherwise, it would just be featuring Cindy and Kate, not the B-52s. But it was very interesting, and it's a really good album. I loved her last one, Wildcard. It's probably one of my favorite of hers. But this one is a really good follow-up. It's the first thing I've ever gotten of his on vinyl. It's Father John Misty's new one, Chloe and the Next 20th Century. This is so good. It's very like kind of old school, kind of like that big band 50s, 60s, well actually maybe even like 30s big band. And I'm not sure really, like it feels like it might be like a concept album. What was really interesting about this is I at first thought that the records were wrong. I was like, it's the wrong records because it's got the track listing on the back. And then as I'm looking at the vinyl, you can see that. So I'm like, none of the songs are called Now Who Will Watch. So it's, we weren't paying for your body, Lord. We were paying you to leave. Now who will watch the chorus line stretching from Reno to Rome? Listen, Cherry, I know you love me, but say you love me before you go. And all the sites are like that. There's like little stories. It's very interesting. But again, I thought like, and I love the old school label and everything. I just was like, did I get the wrong records? And I'm wondering if I'm the only one that thought that when they opened this. It's like, so I thought that was a pretty cool, like, idea to kind of put these lines, and maybe they're lyrics from the songs. I have only listened to it once. I absolutely love, shit. Get this fucker back in here. Goodbye, Mr. Blue. It's why I bought this album, because that song is just so beautiful. Kind of reminds me of like old school, like Glenn Campbell back in the day. It's a band I've been wanting to get some of their stuff for a while. They're kind of a synth pop. This is their debut album from 1982. Their little risque cover there. This is Voice Farm, The World We Live In. I did post this cover on my Instagram, which I do have an Instagram. It's at Kreggers, Kreggers. I don't just, I have to accept you, and that's just the way, because it's my personal account as well. So, if I'm familiar with your name or whatever, I will accept you, not probably. But there's reasons of why I have my account, to where I decide who can look at it. So, but yeah, and I'm probably seeing these boys in their underpants way too long, right? The lead vocalist, I love. His name is Charlie Brown, and it's Charly. Just kind of that new wave synth pop from the 80s. And I love that they do a cover of Sally Go Round the Roses, which is just not a song that you think somebody would cover. And I can't remember who the original artist, so it might have been like Fifth Dimension or something like that. I don't believe that's who it was, but yeah, Sally Go Round the Roses. I love it. So Voice Farm. And then I did get their second album, which is the self-titled Voice Farm. This cover's a little more innocent than the other one. Still kind of groovy. This came out in 1987, so 5 years in between their debut and their sophomore effort. And This one also has a cover on it. I think I like the first one better, the first album, but this one is still pretty good. I guess the single off it is Johnny Belinda. And from what I've read, there's not a lot of information on them, but they still do stuff. They haven't released an album since like early 2000s, I think. But anyways, they do, I'm pretty sure, Martha and the Vandellas, Nowhere to Run. I got nowhere to run, baby. I got nowhere to hide. This came out on Record Store Day, like, what, last year? I think it's a 2020, one of the Record Store Days, and it might have been a UK Record Store Day, not in the US. I found it, there was a seller, and they had a couple that I wanted, and I think one of the Voice Farms I might have got from them. But this is the Magic Numbers. This is their debut album, self-titled. The single off of this was Love Me Like You. I love that song so much. It's on clear vinyl. It came with a 45, just A-side only. And it's instrumental. So I think it's called Winter Song. It's not that great, but I love this is a fantastic debut album. And I love the Magic Numbers, and this is I'm so happy, and I want to say that I got it for about $12, it was really like, what? Because I'd seen it a few times before. I'd never seen it under 40, and it was still in the shrink, so, it was sealed. It was more than in the shrink, it was sealed. And then I also got Tune Yards. This is the 10th anniversary. This was also, I think, a Record Store Day. Not maybe an exclusive, but so from 2011, this came out last year, and Tune Yards are just fucking fantastic. And the song Power, ooh, that song, that gets me. So when I opened the package from them, I was like, what? Because I was like, I didn't order this. And then I was confused when I first saw it, because then the way this album cover is, so first I thought it was a Squeeze album. I mean, I'm not really familiar with this band called Born Ruffians, but look how Squeeze is very big. So I was like, well, this came out in 2020, and I don't think Squeeze is back together unless it's like a, reissue. I mean, I have a couple of Squeeze records, but not enough to know what their catalog is, to be honest. I have a few of their albums that I enjoy, but I'm not like per se a huge Squeeze fan. So I was confused at first, and then I opened it and saw a picture of the band. I'm like, that is not Squeeze. So as I did a little research, I realized that the band's name is actually Born Ruffians. So I did not order this, and going back and reading some of the feedback from the seller, and I got these off of Discogs, they just throw in random bonus records when you order from them. And I don't know if they always do it, but I thought that was kind of cool, and it was sealed. I will tell you, this is not a bad record. I only listened to the first side. Hannah Gorgeous, which I really, really like her, she does a song with them called Waylaid. There's Rainbow Super Friends. I really like that song. So yeah, once I saw this, I was like, yeah, that's not Squeeze. But even look at that. I think it's very misleading, and maybe they were wanting us to think it was a Squeeze record, or I don't know. I don't recall that a lot of the times the name of the album is larger than or before, like, the artist name. This is one of the coolest pressings I have ever seen. It's on Yep Rock Records. Look, that is just cool as freaking shit. I love it, and that label is just so awesome. I don't show my records a lot, but because I hate taking them out of the freaking sleeve. But yeah, so it's not bad. It was a nice little bonus. So I think they kind of go with kind of like what music you're purchasing from them, and something that they kind of like. So I did that, or they accidentally sent me another record, but I really think they just send out bonuses, and that's really cool, especially with the amount of money that we're spending on vinyl nowadays. And then the last one I finally added something from this band to my collection. I have pretty much everything of theirs digitally, but this is the first, like, physical format I have, and it is, what years? I can't read that shit. So, Bad Religion's Stranger Than Fiction. Such a great record, and I'm so happy to finally add this to my collection. I saw them, I want to say in like 2011, 12, something like that. I saw them with my cousin Chad, and it was such a great show. They were so, and at that point, I was like, I'm gonna start getting Bad Religion on vinyl, and this is the first one I've ever gotten. So, great band, a lot of fun. I love 21st Century Digital Boy. It's a solid record, and it's probably one of their best in my opinion. So that's all I got for you. Look, we kept it under 20 minutes. So I hope everybody's doing well, and you know, I'm cleaning house, so I look like haggard shit. And for the record, I don't go out in public like this. I don't go out with my manly brony man bun, whatever you want to call that. My hair is just getting so freaking long and in my face, and when I'm at home I pull it out of my face because it drives me crazy. So, but I'm not quite ready. I'm thinking that I might just cut it all off, but I'm not quite ready to do that yet because this is the longest it's been in a long time. So I don't know. Any thoughts on that? Should I cut all my hair off? It goes to like about like right here now. So I mean, it'll look terrible if I take it out. So thanking you